Welcome back, friends. My name is Liz. I am the official craft nerd, and let's just dive right into it. I picked up these Robert Stanley little mini, what would you call these? I guess charcuterie boards or cutting boards from Hobby Lobby. I got them when they were on their fall 50% off. So they were like $1.50 or something like that a piece. And I just loved these little boards. So this is really just self-explanatory here, but you are going to coat these boards with white paint. I'm just using a folk art white, bright white type paint. And I'm going to add probably about 2 coats to each side of these boards. And I'm just going to let the wood grain itself show me what side is better when I end up doing my decals and everything. That's why I'm painting both the front and the back. You really don't need to do that if you don't want to. So I found these rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree a long time ago. They've been sitting in my stash. Thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to use these. And these are actually probably my favorite out of all of the rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree. For some reason, the ones on the brown paper are so easy to apply and they go on perfect. And I don't know, I really do like these particular type of transfers. I wish they would create more this way. But yeah, I definitely recommend these if you see them at your Dollar Tree. Don't just overlook them because they don't look like the rest of the stickers or transfers. These are actually very, very good. So using one of my silicone molds, I'm going to do the hot glue technique again, mainly because it is quicker. I like using clay. That is another opportunity for getting these type of decals. You can use clay. Polymer clay is great. You can use the air dry clay. Anything that you have on hand is what I usually recommend to do. I don't want anybody to feel they have to go out and buy all this expensive crafting supplies and things like that. If you can't, I'm all about saving money, y'all. I'm fairly cheap. There are certain things that I do like to splurge on when it comes to my crafts, but in stuff like this, I am completely fine with using some hot glue and creating the same effect that clay, is going to do as well. So again, this is just a quick trick to get these, cute little molds to create these decals that you want right away. And you just use hot glue. So after I've let those dry for a few minutes, I'm going to take them out and kind of figure out where I'm going to place them on my boards themselves. I am going to go ahead and paint each of these pieces with the same white color. I prefer doing it this way just because the hot glue can be somewhat transparent. Not really, obviously you can tell it's not completely see-through or anything, but I didn't want the chance of, having the brown board coming through on that. I just wanted it completely saturated with the white color. So that's what I'm doing here, is just I'm going to color each and every one of these hot glue pieces that I created. So once the paint is dry on those little embellishments here, we're going to glue them on to your boards. I always kind of giggle at this because I'm gluing glue down on these boards, but it works. It's actually very secure. And again, it's a very quick option to get these really cute little embellishments to add that extra, shabby chicness to your project. I do like using clay. I don't show it very often, only because like air dry clay does take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours to really, set up and harden. I could use polymer clay and do oven bake, but again, that's one of those things where it's about the cost. I'm trying to, again, create projects that everybody can do, and you're not feeling like you're wasting your money or having to spend all this money on expensive clays and stuff like that to get these same results that you can do, with something a little bit more affordable. So once those are all glued down, and I loved the placement of these, I'm going to take my antiquing wax. If you guys have followed me long enough, I love to do this. Some of you, if you've never really seen me before, you probably are like, why are you doing this? See, it looks really, really good with that stark white color. Now, this is where I say, you do you. So what kind of style you envision when you think shabby chic, or if you like just that vintage, antique-y type of look, you can go as heavy with this as you like. You can go as light as you would like with this stuff. I always love it when it's a little bit dirtier. I like it when it's a little bit more roughed up. I may have gone a little heavy on both of these, going back, but it's okay. It's one of those things where I can make this again, real easy if I like. And maybe next time I'm just going to leave it the stark white, or, maybe I'll just add just a little bit of gold to it or something different. But this is where you get to be creative and do do what feels good to you. So I know there's probably going to be people that are going to say, oh, you just made it really brown, or, why didn't you just leave it white? Again, my style, my taste, it's what I like to do. It doesn't have to suit everybody, and I'm cool with that. But yeah, you create it the way you would love. When you put the antique wax on there, guys, just remember to wipe it off. Try not to leave it on there too long, and just go ahead and rub it in, wipe it out. And it just gives us this great antique-y, aged look that I'm quite honestly obsessed with. Okay, guys, so of course it's not going to be shabby chic unless we add more embellishments. So I'm taking a lot of this. This was just some linen that I had tea dyed, and then just some ribbon and some burlap. I'm just going to kind of rip it apart, and we're just going to tie it around the top of these little boards, make little bows, just kind of, mess it up and shabby it up the way that you would like. I had this very pretty pearl flower thing from Hobby Lobby, but it was too white for obviously this project. So I dirtied it up with some more wax, wiped it down, glued it right on the center. I thought this was adorable. So you can create this any kind of way you like. You guys know the game. If you're into that shabby chic look, pearls and flowers and ribbons and buttons and all those really pretty accents definitely help in making these just that, shabby chic goodness that we all love. All right, guys, these are the final pieces, and I hope you love them as much as I do. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching these videos and supporting me, and I love y'all so very much. If you're new here, I definitely hope you stay and hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell so you are notified every time I do an upload. And y'all drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. I do definitely read them. I try to respond to every single one if I can, but if not, just know that I do see them and I like them, and I appreciate you guys so much, my nerdy family. I love y'all. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.